Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so today I'm going to be working on Annalise Keating from How to Get Away with Murder, but this time we're going to do How to Get Away with Murder in the Future. So I'm going to do a little portrait of her, kind of like a caricature. And I saw this one picture. Let me see if I can bring it up. And I put it in my source images. Oops, drag it on over. I saw this picture here of Kerry Washington and Annalise side by side, and I was like, oh hell. So somewhere along the way, I missed the crossover between Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder. So I'm going to look that bad boy up. It's like, why didn't anybody tell me these things? Anyway, when I looked at this picture, I was thinking of these two ladies, and there are two ladies that I wanted to draw, but also I saw them kind of like spiders, you know, kind of like they always kind of manipulated the threads. They put them out there. This one would repair the web. This one would take the web and spin it to her best advantage when she could. Using her little minions that let's see, I think I grabbed them here. So she'd use her little guys here to manipulate it. Everybody had their own, and that's one of the things I liked about this show. Nobody was clean. Nobody was innocent. Everybody had their hand in some sort of pot, and it's just so well written, I think. But it did get a little weird and out of hand, but it kept you guessing. I couldn't like pinpoint who was the bad guy and who was the all I know is old girl here was definitely at the forefront. But what killed me when I was looking for source images for her, all of the pictures that I found were like, well, not all, but a good portion of them were of her at her heart, where she was, I think it was like season 6, and she was at her worst. I mean, she was like, she had her natural hair showing, and it was wild. Mama had to come out, and every other scene was her drunk and just on the skids, and it's like, damn. You know, she was about to lose everything. And I didn't get to watch all of it, but all I was like, man, girl, pull yourself together. I was so thinking about that episode, or those episodes, that I forgot what brush I was supposed to be using. The show's intense, even when you're not watching it. But again, like I saw these two ladies, and I'm like, oh yeah, they're definitely a force to be reckoned with in each of their shows, but I gotta see how they work together in their show. So I was thinking of them as spiders. Black Widow here, and it would be a great contrast between the two if I did have them in the same picture. So I stopped talking and start drawing Kim. If I had them in the same picture, but like kind of like reversed widows, like she would be black with the red on the chest, on the tummy, and then she would be red with the black on the tummy. Just looking at these two pictures, I'm like, duh, that'd be tight. So this first one here, though, is going to be a Viola by herself, and maybe I'll start on the head and use the same head in different pose. But I love both actresses. Viola more so, because she's not afraid to get ugly. You know, it's real. It's like, out of both actresses, I think she's not the glamour puss. You know, she can put it out there, put the glamour on, but that's not the focus. You know, that's not all she is. You know, Kerry Washington has like roots in modeling, but Viola, she is pure actress, yo. She gives it, she serves it. And just a joy to watch, especially when she's got people on the ropes. Oh my gosh, she plays her roles well. So what I'm thinking about doing is I could make her like into the quintessential Disney bad guy, where they have the the pinpoint eyes and have like lots of eye. But I'm not sure if I want to do that on this one. As I say that as I'm still drawing like the quintessential Disney bad girl. They got the arched look about them. They have the mature look. I mean, she works it. She can do a Disney bad girl if she wanted to. But I see her more as an anti-hero than I do as a bad guy. But she plays the role on both levels. And I think that makes her just amazing to watch. Just an amazing actress. There's very few ladies out there that are willing to, because it's like you're either one or the other. You're not both at the same time. She showed her vulnerable side. She showed her strong side. And very few actors and actresses do that. You're either one or the other, and then someone comes and saves the day, right? Well, she is what I consider like the type of person that has to save themselves. You know, like if she was a princess, if she was the damsel in distress, she would be the one that would have to end up like just coming out of the castle and saving herself, vanquishing the dragon or making it into an ally and saving herself. But like on the show, she is more like I'm gonna change it, but I was just wondering what she would look like as like a Disney bad lady. Just get those eyelashes going, get the beady the beady eyes. I play with that later. Let's see. But right now, we'll play with that one later. We'll do this one here. We'll rename it to Annalise. I like the idea of making bad guys out of actors. I forgot how to spell her name. Okay, anyway. Let's do them both together here. This one's going to be more cartoony. What isn't it cartoony? I prefer doing a 3/4 view, but I don't think I have one other than this one. And in this picture, for some reason, she looks more like Oprah. But I'm wondering if I can make it work. So I'm gonna do my Kim magic and see if we can bring a little bit more of this to light. So like when you're doing a caricature of someone, especially a woman, you want to emphasize her prettiest features, the things that make it look like her. And no woman wants to be drawn ugly. Oh my God, no. You want to make them cry. You want to bring out every insecurity that they repressed in their life. Draw them ugly. It's heartbreaking. I've had it done to me before, and like when you're at like an amusement park and you're getting your caricature drawn. I was a caricature artist, and the guy I was working with in the easel next to me says, "Let me draw you," and I'm like, "Okay." And he took his time with it because it was like a slow day, and people came to watch. And it's funny because and one of the biggest rules is that you don't want to let people see, you don't want to let the subject see what you're doing, because they'll probably get up and run off. But he violated the first rule. You don't draw people ugly. You don't draw women ugly. And oh my god, well, my rule. Only my rule. Because he's not a woman, he don't get it. He drew me like Frankenstein. Oh my god. I almost cried when he did it, and people were laughing the entire time. And I said, does it look like me? And they're like, oh yeah. And they're like, oh gosh. And you can't read their expressions. I'm going to change her eyes a little bit so that she's looking at us and not at something on the screen or something like that. But I got to remember to keep in mind that this is going to be futuristic. So I'll probably change her outfit to something that's more futuristic. Maybe throw something on her that could help her with the law. Let's see. So, yeah, that's one of the things that, and I didn't give him no tip, and I don't think anybody really sat down with him. And when you come across something like that, if it's not, he made it super funny. If it wasn't me, and I'm like, oh, dog. And it didn't help that I kind of had a crush on him, so it was like, God, dandruff. I'm too old for this shit. Oh, man. I was like Danny Glover. I'm too old for this shit. But, yeah. So I vowed at that point to never, ever, 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 ever draw a woman ugly. Or to the point where she's like, if I'm doing a monster picture, unless she asks for something but ugly, or nobody'd ask for that. Unless she asked even for like say she wanted to be drawn as a zombie, I'll make her the prettiest damn zombie I ever saw. Yeah, she'll be rotting and stuff, but I would never draw her ugly. If your woman looks a little masculine, in IRL, in real life, I'd still find the one aspect that really made her feminine and play that up to the hilt. So if I never accomplish anything else in my life, if I never bring anything else to the table for folks, don't draw women ugly. Oh my God, don't do it. It's the kiss of death. They will hate your ass. They'll never sit for you again. They will, even if you're like drawing somebody who has like a massive nose, like Barbara Streisand or something like that, where she took pride in her nose, something like that. But that might have been like a big thing that people kept trying to tell her. You need a nose job. You need a nose job. You're not going to get anywhere in life without this. If that was her claim to fame, if that was the one defining factor, I would go ahead and go for it. But the rest of her features would be freaking gorgeous. So the thing that I want to play up with Annalise here, let me bring her nose down a little bit because it's not that big in this picture. And because it's a caricature, I can get away with that. I'm going to bring this up a little bit. Just enough. There we go. And I'm probably going to put this hairstyle on her because her hair is, in the pictures that she has, a lot of them, and it might be just a seasonal thing, is where she usually has this short hairstyle. But in this picture, I do like her with the long hair. That's pretty cool. But the short hair might be a nice contrast too, between her and Kerry Washington. So I'll think about it. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this down because I like to draw big. That way I'm not like straining. Let's see. Make sure her eyes are right. Now she's kind of got like this, her eyes aren't like on this, I don't want to say same level, but they're kind of tilted downwards. So I'm going to grab this eye here. I'm going to raise it up a bit, and then I'm going to kind of turn it a bit. Try to get it kind of like that. Okay, so I'm gonna drop the opacity a bit. Damn it, I did it again. I put it on the same layer as the symbol here. Bad cat body. Okay, now I just pasted it onto another layer. So this one here, I can go ahead and erase my error. Okay, and then I'm going to lock that bad boy. Okay, now this one I think I'll leave as a portrait because I want to do more portraits. So I'm going to bring this image down just a smidge. But I also want to show her hand. So, and it'll be kind of like this. Because I see them both as like very strong, very manipulative ladies. They make stuff happen. They understand, I guess, the human psyche enough that they can get people to see and do things that will be in her best advantage, or she knows enough to take chicken crap and make it into chicken soup. So I'm going to get the basic shape of her hair, and then I'm going to use my my brushes to give the rest away. Now, I also wanted to play on the justice thing, since she is a lawyer. So I'm going to put like scales type earrings. I gotta look up some scales, but it's going to be like a little, like this. I forget. It's been a while since I've drawn scales. I'll figure it out. But that's going to be in there. Now, another thing in my artistic journey, I had read what's that book? How to Draw the Marvel Way, and other various art books, and you know, how to draw comic book type things. And one of the things that they had also said is to, what's the word? Draw women, like men would always be like this boxy shape, but women, give them more of kind of like an S shape, softer. And one way to kind of make them softer is by arching their shoulders. It gives them more of a feminine appeal, because the men don't have pictures like this, you know, where one shoulder's up and the other shoulder's down. And I was thinking of doing it like this. You have her fingers, and then each one would be like a little string and then have like a spider web behind her. Now, depending on which shoulder you would arch up, I'm trying to figure out which one I want to pull up and which one I want to have down. And when they're straight across, like this picture here, that means that they're not trying to be sexy. They're strong, stable. That's that square shape. But when they're trying to look sensual, one sensual, mysterious, vulnerable. One shoulder goes up, the other one goes down. And I want to do a little bit of both. So, like in her picture here, one shoulder is slightly higher than the other, and it looks like it's going to be the shoulder on this side is higher than this one here, but they're both kind of square in front of you, and it gives her a lot of strength. And behind her there's like a swirl pattern, which is kind of soft. So I want to have kind of something similar to that. So I have her kind of at an angle like this, because I want her to kind of like let you in, and she doesn't really let folks in. People who cover up their forehead, like with bangs, it's like they're hiding something. With one part of her forehead kind of peeking out, maybe she's not hiding. Like right here, she looks a little bit more vulnerable than with the square jaw, the square shoulders, the squared hips. I mean, everything here is very strong. Like she can come up, like she can like just come up and just smack the shit out of you, you know. And she usually will, you know. But she'll do it in her own way, where it'll sting even more than you'll ever know. Especially in this show, sometimes fatally. So she's not the most well-liked because of her tactics, because of her luck, because of her skill. She's not very well-liked. But if she gets you off, you know, your crime, oh yeah, you love her to death. Or she has, throughout the show, people who owe her favors or are willing to give her favors. She saved their ass in big ways. Bigly. And they would like do anything for her. Oops, looks like I got the hairbrush. I didn't fix that. There we go. And all of a sudden her nose is kind of fuzzy. Okay. Now, to kind of get that square back, I'm going to put her hand in front. So it's kind of like a guarding type of thing. And I'm trying to decide which hand I want to put in front. If it's going to be the hand on this side, or if it's going to be the hand on this side. So I'm thinking it's going to be the hand on this side. And I think I'm going to have her at her desk. Now I want to also kind of give her a little bit more of a grace. And another idea that I had was I was thinking of the Fates, where you have the one that spins, the one that pulls out the thread, and the other one that cuts it. And one of the things I wanted to do is be all three in one. So when you mess with Annalise, you mess with your fate, basically. And I'm going to bring a little bit of this neck in. The whole point of this is I don't want it to be too intimidating for people to color. People are less intimidated by cartoons than they are of more of a realistic look. And I like how she's got muscle tone. You go, girl. Her and Angela, they be busting out them guns, yeah. And that's another strong lady. I really like me some Angela Bassett. And she's got a cop show. So I was thinking of even bringing in like a TV cop. So this morning I was doing some more research on who I could do next. And I'm trying to decide, I could put her in the same outfit, but I really liked the suit. So I'm going to put her in like a little suit here. And we'll make it a little futuristic looking too. From whatever we can with this. So we'll have... bring it up a little bit. I do like that hair though, yeah. But I wanna still keep that focus on her face. And I might need to go a little rounder. Anyway. Bring it down a little bit. And I want to have like a web behind her. And we'll have like a little spider looking motif here going on with her outfit here. Bring this down just a little bit more. I'm not one for backgrounds or outfits, so please bear with me. So excuse Kim, been drawing for decades and still haven't mastered the background, haven't mastered, because I only drew what I liked, and which is faces, personalities, expressions. That's the stuff that intrigued me. That's what makes me get up out of the bed at 3 o'clock in the morning so I can come and do this stuff. Okay, so I want scissors, so I'm going to have to move her over a little bit again and make it a little bit smaller. This picture's going to be 8.5 by 11. And I grabbed myself a source image for someone cutting. But I'm thinking I'm going to... Let's see. I'm thinking I'm going to have one of her little threads here, which might change my hand a little bit. But I want to add to that spider look. So there's that. Middle finger. We'll have the ring finger drop down a little bit more. And then this finger is going to have something severed off of it. So one of her little webs here. But I want to pull the web from behind her. And let's see, I think I need to look up a spider web just to be on the safe side. And make a new there. Give me a second. Spider web. And then I was also playing with the idea of having Miles Morales as in between the two. That way they're like, I'm here to help you, son. Google Images. And I'm looking up spider webs. There we go. Okay, so pretty simply, we need a center, have the lines go out, and then they curl under. These are pretty cool too. Now this is an excuse for me to use like my glitter on the web. Let me think, because I want to be able to put like a face in between the little curves here. Okay, so Ooh, I like the water droplets. Be like tears. The tears of my enemies. Haha. Okay. Anyway, let's get back. I just got an idea. Alright, so from that, so I could put the web behind her completely. Let's see, we'll try to decide if I want to drop her down or if I want to, so we'll make it a little smaller. We'll put it about right here. Okay, and we'll get on another layer. We'll put that beneath her. And I'll turn her off for a sec. And then, so like from right here, let's go off. I wonder, do I have... I'm wondering if I have a brush that'll let me do 2 dots. I might have to create one. I don't think I have one that'll do like a double line. Well, that's interesting. I don't have it. Okay. Pretty easy to create. Let me do something real quick. I just want to create a layer that has 2 dots. Turn everything else off. Let me clear this. Let's see. And I think I have to have a black background. I'm going to turn it off for a sec. And then white. And we'll just do, whoops, 2 dots. Take that, ellipse. And I wonder if I can hold it down and it'll, no, it won't do it that way. Okay, cool, that'll work. And then I'll just kind of shape it. Good enough for government work. And then duplicate that layer. Now, hopefully, let me see, we'll say about like that. That should give me, and then we'll copy that. That should give me a brush that will give me 2 dots. And when I pull it, it should allow me to make a line, a double line. Let's see. Make a new brush. And we'll change, I think it's the shape. Okay, the shape source is just this circle here. So we're going to edit that shape. Import. Oh, not import. Cancel. Let me make this a little bigger. There we go. Edit. Import, paste. Okay, and then go done. And go done. Yep. Let's see. So if I go like this, there's my double line. Unfortunately, I need to bring the stroke path a little bit closer together so it just looks like a line. Well, yeah. Okay, so that'll help me with doing outlines, maybe. Let me see if I can get this to go with the shape. Rotation, follow stroke. There we go. Bam. Okay, so if you ever need to create a brush on the fly, turn off your background layer, create a new layer, use white, and then you can copy this layer that you've created the little dots on, and you should be able to go ahead and create a whole nother brush. So bam. We'll clear that, and we'll turn our background layer back on. We'll change this to black. No, yeah, we'll change it to like gray, and then we'll make our spider web. Okay, so we'll start in the center. If I hold it down, it should go straight. That's not very big for someone to color. Let's go ahead and make it bigger. Yeah. Let's be obnoxious with it. And you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to be obnoxious, Kim. Let's get rid of that. We will do drawing guide, edit drawing guide, symmetry, change our options to rotational symmetry, and it should be quadrant, no, radial. Now this should give me lines all the way around at 45-degree angles. At least the last time I did it, it did that. Okay. There we go. This should do it. It'll be an interesting ooh, that's tacky. I can get away with that. Okay, let's see if we can kind of keep the spider web together. I could remember if the spider web was connected. Yeah, it's kind of off-center and random. Okay. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so also, I think I want to try to do the ones and zeros thing again. This should have extended, but I think I can just go ahead and do this. Okay. I wonder if I can duplicate that. And maybe that's a little too that would be a messy web. We'll delete that. Okay, so if I got that going on, we'll vary it a little bit here. So we got that. Let's see, let's try. Just pick certain ones. No. Let's see, let's go back. Now, did the web have anything in between? No. It was pretty much open so that a fly could fly right on into it. Okay. I'm wondering, do I want to make... No. And now I need to think kind of like a law. Let me see. Can I use a 1 and zeros? I think I had it under my luminance because I thought I was going to light it up. If I do it,
so extra, but I know I'm the same. Love me in spite of my trauma. Give me what I need instead of the drama. 'Cause when it pop off, it's like, oh my, all good all day, but the night we be going so hard on the flip side. So tell me what we on a day, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know you.
Oh yeah, because it's not assisted. Let's try this. I do.
Trying to control our emotions. If we on the right side of passion, we could share love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane either way, baby, we could go all night.
For some reason, I kind of like that.
We could go all night.
Let's see if I.
Feel do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead, but we could go all night. Now all of my calls go to voicemail. I block you so I don't raise hell. Should've talked through it in detail. Our separate ways ain't gon' end well, no. But when we get back, it's like, oh my, all bad all day, but the night get that good till we act right. So tell me what we on the day, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know you. Can we stay
For some reason, I really like this. But I want to see if I can get that web. Let's see. Take that drawing assist off. Take the clipping mask off. Okay, so there it is on top. And if it becomes a clipping mask, it doesn't do anything. So I think what I need to do is take the clipping mask off, copy. So I copied that. Give this a mask.
I treat you like a queen, run the castle, you a treasure. Feel like you setting fire to my desire for the pleasure.
Take that
You a
off.
gem, got me blameless, make amends, know you can about here.
Okay, take the color fill off. Let's see, hit select again. It was automatically set to fill. So this, the mask is selected. And if I fill it with, let me try the light brush. No, that's not gonna work. Let's try. Come on, you. Don't you crash on me. See, it's gonna crash. It's gonna crash. It's like I can't do it, Captain. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got that. Select. And hopefully it'll let me do my thing. Doesn't let me, I wanted to fill. Oh, it's filling the lines on. Let's see. We should see something happening on this mask here. Turn that off. Oh, okay. I think I know what I need to do. We fill that layer. And now we can see the white. So it's only erasing there. Let's see if I fill this. Let me drop the selection. Okay, we fill the layer with black, so that makes it disappear. Hit select. And oops. I can still see the white lines. That's off, that's off. Okay, so if we select it and we switch this to white, it should bring back what was underneath. and it's an assisted layer, so whatever I do to one, it makes the others show up. The only thing is that just the brush, it's filling it with the ones and zeros underneath. Oh, let me turn off some of my crap here. Don't need that. Don't need that. Definitely don't need that. Nope. And nope. And that should free up some resources. Okay. My ones and zeros are not small enough, I think, to make the web look like it's ones and zeros on the inside of it. Let me see if I can select invert and see if it'll let me. Oop. My selection needs to be automatic. Okay, because it's still stuck on ellipse, but make that selection again. Hop back onto here, and let's see if it'll let me bring back. Let's see, the selection should have been inverted. Select, invert, and it should get everything around it. I think I screwed it up. There we go. Oh, but it's not selected. But, you know, this does not suck. Hold up. I think I got something here. I'm cool. Alright. Not quite the web I was looking for, but it's the web I can afford. Let's go ahead and merge that bad boy. Oh yeah. Okay, so what I wanted to do is grab some ones and zeros and let those ones and zeros be the tendrils that she's playing with. But can't see her. Let me turn this down a little bit. There we go. Okay. See, I'm going to select this layer. I'm going to duplicate it. Ooh, I can see it better. Alright. And so we'll make this into a mask. And switch that to black. That should take away some of that stuff there. Go away. Oh, it's assisted. So like when I do to one side, it does to another. So let me go back. Silly Kimberly, you need to take the assistant off. There we go. But I kind of like the ones and zeros on the hand. Let's see, go back. Let's get it off her face at least. It's kind of interesting as makeup. So if I kind of keep it in the shadows. Oh, that would be crazy shading.
Know you looking bomb, the way you dress it, gone flex it, hold it still and let my mind digest. You got the leverage, you got the upper handle on the situation. You worthy of a million more of the storms that we weather.
Anyway, I'll play that with somebody else. That'd be cool. You have like the ones and zeros as shading.
You like a queen, run the castle, you a treasure. Feel like you setting fire to my desire for the pleasure. You a gem, got me blameless, nigga men's, know you can about here.
Okay, I just want to get some of it off of her face. And we'll get it off her hair. But I like it on her outfit. That's kind of tight. I gotta think about that. But luckily I'm still using a mask, so if I change my mind, I can always bring it back. But in the meantime, Annalise in a digital age. In a world that's partially underwater. No. Let's see. That's gone to court. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and clean her up. I was going to fill this with white, but it's not necessary now. We'll drop the opacity on this one. Alright. I'm going to outline it with my syrup brush. And I'm going to bring it down to like 2 or 3. We'll do 3. I need to have her face nearby so I can make sure I got the right stuff. So I just want to keep her likeness. Really nice thick eyelashes. I'm going to use the hair brushes more. I'll use the short hair brush here. Bring it down. And it's just a series of little dots. But when you drag them, they give you that hair look. One of the ways that I like doing eyebrows, let me get this right here, is put them on their own layer. And then, let's see. A little bit light here, and then go a little bit ham here. So if anybody wants to turn her into a redhead or something crazy like that, they can do that. And then I'll just erase to shape it. And if you really want to get some extra points, erase it with a short hair brush, the same brush or a similar brush, to kind of get it to kind of taper a bit. And I'm going to use the short hair brush to kind of tease it out a bit too. Give it that faded look. Alright, so there's that one. And I'll go ahead and merge that down. Oops. Make another layer. That way if I have to do any kind of changes or anything like that, or expand my brush eraser, it won't damage what's underneath. So I got another layer. I'm going to be using the short hairbrush on this one too. And just kind of making little tick mark type things and just going with the shape of the eyebrow. Let's see, how would eyelashes look? A little fuzzy. But I think if I was doing eyelashes, I'd probably use the fine hairbrush, and it can't hurt to alternate between the two. They're found in the touch-ups, but I moved them into different areas. And this gives a more refined eyebrow. And I can even do that on the other one. I'm going to end up merging this layer anyway. Once I get to where I want to be, I'm going to go ahead and make it a little darker right here. So you don't have to. And then I'll take that and just kind of tap it to get it to lighten up a bit. There we go. Bootyful eyebrows, so bring that down. And then I want to take a peek and see what the fine hairbrush looks like as eyelashes. Oh, that's gorgeous, sort of. I kind of like that. I'm going to give it that hair look. It's definitely softer than that hard edge. So and then I can also harden the edge a little bit. Very soft looking. Okay, let's do that. Let's fix that eye. Let's see, or, yeah, I'm gonna erase it. Be gone with we'll use the soft brush. Be gone. And then we'll just redraw the other part of the eye. And this just gives her that really super soft look. Glamour. Somebody got her lashes did. Alright. And we'll just kind of vary with lengths. There we go. Annalise is looking fetching today. Alright. I'm just gonna give her like this. So I'm just going to put just enough lines to kind of get her shape there. And I'll add some grayscale. Let's see. I'm going to put grayscale on another layer. There we go. Now I don't want to outline her lips too badly. Use a little bit more grayscale. Just enough to give it a hint of where things are. And then you can throw that lipstick on her. And I'll have the grayscale kind of give you a little bit of a base of texture. Why, Viola, you are just so radiant. Let's do that hair. Where's my Annalise hair? There we go. Look at that schnizzit. Alright. I'm going to use a little bit of the fine hair to kind of shape it. Yeah, I think it'll work. It'll give me those long lines. So wherever I see the dark tones, I'm just going to go a couple more strokes. And then just kind of bring it down a little bit. Give her that Princess Diana look. Just kind of bring some of that texture. And I'm going to leave plenty of places for highlight. There we go. Color my hair. I got my hair did. We got to do her nails too, y'all. Now, I've got some scales I had done before, and I think I found them on the internet where they were skulls instead of, and I was going to use that symbol for, what was it called? My Justice on Demand story. Now I'm going to give it a few more areas here where it's going to kind of define it, so I can kind of define it against the background. Get it hair with borders, because we know fly away girl here. There we go. Oops. I'm going to try to turn it so I don't get these straight lines. We'll keep it thin. Okay. Until we're ready to like do the outside here, which we're about to do. We'll do the 8s. Button up my sleeve. Presto. I'm going to try my best not to have too many overlapping lines where they cross each other. Famous last words. So if you guys do Annalise's makeup, do it up, yo, vamp her. But also give her like this, well, I'll do it, haha. I'm gonna change that to my hairbrush. Just kind of soften it up a bit. Season 1 makeup. Alright. Alright. We'll throw a few more hard lines in there. Foreshadow. And just to kind of give it a border. We don't want her skin to be, there we go. Oop, that's a fat finger, yo. Not liking that, but I do like the spidery fingers. Let's use my source images. It kind of gives me an idea. So this one's going to be weighed down by something. Oh, I could put the ones and zeros there. Hold on. I thought I had created a brush that was strictly 1 and 0 instead of that. I think it's luminous. And I think I used like one of the... I thought I had. I didn't get to that one. Probably put it in my favorites. Oh, I like this little band here. This one here is like hearts and circles. If I could make an outline version of that, that would be badass. I cannot remember. I'm not going to waste time on that. Let's see, where'd that weave go? Oh, there's that ornate look. I created this brush. Let me see. I think she should have more of a harder texture on her outfit. Yeah, we'll play with it. Anyway, back to the fingers. Kim just kind of jumps all over the place, huh? Alright. Stop that woman. You got it. See, I'm playing like I got all the freaking time in the world. I got like a half an hour, and I got to call it. Syrup is the outline brush that I'm using. Okay. So the difference between to do some really fast fingers, and hopefully they don't look like doo-doo. You got the tip, and then you got kind of like the pad, and then you got the knuckle, even when it don't fit right. And then it has to come back into the hand. I still wanna party with her. There we go. And there's like 3 segments. Let's see if I can get this one to connect a little bit. We'll make her nails big enough so that you can like throw some stuff on it. That's too big. And look at her hand. The hand should kind of reach from forehead to chin or lower lip. I'm touching my head to figure that out. Okay, so I could go a little smaller on her hand, just a little. Oops. I forgot. I had switched it to automatic, but I meant to switch it to freehand. Okay. And I think I'll tilt it up just a smidge. There we go. I almost want to put it underneath her chin. Let's see. We don't need you anymore, chick. But I do need this, so I'll keep it close by. Let's see. There we go. Oh, did I cut you? Oh, I am so sorry. There we go. We'll bring this down a bit. Okay, so I wanted fingers. Oh, maybe she's gonna cut somebody. Okay, let's see. Let's do a quick. Now, when I do my sketches, I like to use my soft brush down to like 1 or 2. It kind of makes its own tip. I'm gonna take out the background for a sec. There we go. I'm loosely following the source image here. Okay, so scissors. When Annalise does arts and crafts, use that living. That's some badass scissors. Well, if you're gonna cut a bitch, you may as well do it right. I'm tempted to do the minions, all the people that are caught up in her web, which is her co-stars basically. See, I draw scissors often. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like a little thread and just kind of have it dangle. But I'm trying to figure out who she should be cutting. And I could have her web here, and then, whoops, we'll dangle it off the fingertips instead of. Let's see. Make it a little bigger. There we go. And then And then we'll just have this go on into the ones and zeros. And there should be people hanging on every string. Okay. Let's see. So while I still have time and not struggling, let's get back to my girl. I'm going to do a linear burn. We'll take it down to about 20. And we'll make it grayscale. Let's see. There's a line here. Let me clear that. Linear burn 20. And then I'm going to make like my hard shadows on this layer. Oops. Let's see. Well, actually, we'll soften it up a bit. And this is just to give her a little bit of depth. So if you just color it like one color, there'll be a little bit more depth to your coloring. And then you can post it on Instagram and get all kinds of crazy likes. Now I found that if doing, if you're doing grayscale, manipulate your brush opacity instead of moving around on your thingy here. Just go ahead and leave it black, and just now that I'm at a certain level here, the more I would tap it, the darker the thing would get. Manipulate it here. That way, if you start here in the center, the more you tap it, the darker it'll get. And because of the layer itself, it'll only get a certain level too. So it won't be completely black. So bring it down here, and so the more I tap it, the more I'll get out of it. Oops. If I'm using the right brush. And then to soften, give you that gentle gradient or whatnot, you just kind of use your smudge tool and just kind of move it. And if I need to highlight, what I'll do is I'll take my smudge tool, I'll bring that back up. See, we'll make it dark in certain areas, like around the top of her lips here. I'm going to make a little highlight so I can get rid of this hard line right here. So I'm making it just a little darker here, and we'll throw a little bit of here, and then I'm going to erase certain areas, or I'll use my smudge tool, or a combination of both, and I'm just going to kind of give it that highlight where I want it. And that will eliminate the need for that hard line. And I'll show you what I mean. Like it'll be darker on that line. I'll go to the layer where I put the line. And instead of erasing it, I'm just going to kind of smudge it. Make it small, just kind of smudge it. So now it's the shadow it was meant to be. And when you go to color it, it's going to look badass. And I could do that with a lot of this here. So instead of it having the hard lines, like a kitty coloring book. This is I are an adult coloring book. I color adults. Not what it means, but you know. Kim is weirdo. Kim is weirdo. Okay, so play with the light and shadow. Now I'm running the risk of it being too intimidating for people to color, and for that I apologize. Sorry, to a certain extent. Didn't sound sincere, did it? Let's see. I gotta work on that. Hi, sorry. If I do it with a British accent, would you appreciate an apology more? I'm quite sorry. Sorry, love. My bad British accent. Bad Kim, bad naughty. Okay, she doesn't quite sound like us. I don't sound like that. Oh, stop it. I miss my British comedies, that's why I'm going through withdrawal and it makes me sound stupid. Let's see. Now, this is a good place to put like texture and stuff like that, so let's play with a little bit of texture. We'll throw a little bit of... I do have a lip texture, instead of making her lips look like she's got like skin. Let's see, textures. I thought I had one that says skin. Let's see. I don't see it. It might be under a different brush. We'll play with it another time. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing down here, like the bottom of her lips. So instead of this black line right in this neck of the woods, I'm going to take my happy brush, bring it. Ooh, that's like a dude texture. You give her a 5 o'clock shadow. Be nice. Use the soft skin one. Okay, kind of throw a little bit of texture there. This is good for like when you're really super up close and you need like a little texture in the lips, but this is not the same texture that I'm thinking of. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was going to use this to bring the shadows in. Okay, I'm going to get on the... Oh, I am on the layer. I'm going to smudge it. And I'm going to smudge it down just a bit. And then erase where that dark line was. And that gives that highlight where we need it. Let's bring it here. So like there's a highlight here. It's the lip of the lip. You can do the same thing with doing those lip wrinkles. You make it dark and then erase. Now the eraser also has different degrees of where it can erase. So like if I don't want to erase too much, I can just bring it down a little bit and just kind of erase it a little bit without taking everything away. And even applying, I just want to keep that roundness and softness to her lips. And this is one of those things where it comes from looking at your source image like a hawk. And the places where I'm working is where my eyes are, and this is what makes it seem like I'm all over the place, is that my eyes are following contours. They're following the shadows, what's darker, what's lighter, and I'm just kind of adding it. And everywhere you see my finger going is where my eyes are on the image that I'm looking at on the other side. Same thing what I'm going to do with her nose. I'm just going to give it that contour. I wish I had the same kind of energy on the weekends, but by the time the weekend comes, I'm like, I'm so tired, oh my god. And I have all these plans. I'm like, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and this, and this on the weekend. And then the weekend comes, it's like, I don't want to move. And the next thing I know, it's been 4 hours. Okay, let me get back on this layer here and manipulate my grayscale. Okay, so for the nostrils, I want to go dark on those bad boys, but only to a certain level, because these aren't holes in the sky, in the skin. You know, it's not a nostril like a pig. It's pretty much like dark. Let's see. I need to get on a different layer. I'll have to be on that layer. It's too dark or too light on that one. So I'm looking at the source image, and this is why you should have a really good source image. It's dark right here. I still got my texture brush on, and then it gradually comes down to lighter, lighter, lighter until you come back into the light. And kind of the same on the side. It's darkest, and everything around the nose, I'm looking at all the tones that I see there, and that's one of the ways. Another way of getting realism and likenesses is just paying attention to what you see. And I'll go ahead and soften that. Now, the one thing I don't like about coloring grayscale is that the artist chooses where the shadows and lights are going to go. And so that takes away the freedom of the colorist to figure it out where they want to put their lights and shadows. So today you have no choice. You got my shadows. And then like right here I can do like a little gradient of a tone so that we can stay consistent together. Let's see, I'm going to bring this down some, and I'm going to bring this up a little bit to make it bigger, and I'm just going to kind of give a little bit of tone to her cheek. Oops, wrong brush. Make this bigger, bring that down a little bit. That way I have to build it up. If you have it down here, it comes out really super light for the brush. There we go. We'll bring it down even lower. And then you can build it up by, you just keep tapping, and it makes it darker and darker. There we go. And then I'll take my my smudge brush and just kind of play with between the white of the paper or white of the screen and the tones. And so wherever it's, you know, lighter on her skin, I'll be bringing it. I'll be taking my, what is this thing called? My pencil, and bringing it from the white to the color. Now, if I think the color needs to be more in there, I'll take it from the color to the white. So depending on where I am is how her skin will be. It makes sense if you are the one that is if you're familiar with coloring digitally. Okay, and that's kind of how I did my comic book. Let's see if I've got that available. And I'll show you what it looks like. I'll take one of my favorite pictures. And God, I love that picture. It is in my drive. I just don't have the heart to like get rid of it. My comic that nobody read. It was for that contest on Webtoons, and I'll show you just very briefly what it looks like to do a grayscale image. Now that's one way of getting my stuff colored, is by damn, it's deep. I didn't realize I've done so much since then. Wow. It's taking me forever to get to where I need to go. Let's see. There we are. And I'll show you my favorite one. Let's see if this will let me. Yeah. So this is how I did my grayscales, pretty much. Yeah. Let me see. It's the wrong chapter. But the one I'm looking for is a girl sitting at a table at a club, and she's not happy. She's like the one that's sitting with the purses. But yeah, grayscale can be a lot of fun. This is how I should have got people to color my junk, is by having putting my stuff out there to be colored. But oh, wrong one. But yeah, I want to do more of the grayscale like that to color. But let me know if that would be too intimidating to color. Like, I ain't spending like 99 cents on that shiznit to color. Oh my gosh. I've gone way too far in there. Let's see. Yeah, so there she is. Ha 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 ha. This was my favorite. So is grayscale like this too intimidating to color, where the people kind of look more realistic? You know, like this one right here doesn't leave you much to color. You could throw probably a tone onto her, but it's not like you can really throw too much onto them. I love this. This is like the story of my life. I'm like, you're with everybody with their lipstick on their glasses, and you're just surrounded by purses. You can't leave. You're bored as fuck. Stop. But anyway, I don't want to get too intimidating when it comes to coloring the grayscale. Oh, and the book that I was drawing, I'm coloring right now. It pisses me off because it only has the grayscale on the face and like a part on the neck, like something like that. But in grayscale, let me just clear that. Let me hurry up and do my grayscale and stop bitching. It's like, stop whining about other people's coloring books when you don't even have yours out yet. You need to freaking stop. There we go. We just kind of do it like that. Yeah, so it'd be like only on the head and the neck, and you wouldn't see it anywhere else on the page. And then like, man, see, I need to bring the opacity down a bit. It's just a little too dark. So I'm gonna make another linear burn layer and make that a lot lighter. We'll take it to about 12. And it probably doesn't have to be a linear burn layer per se. It just probably just needs to be a layer that's a little bit darker or whatnot. Let's see, we'll use that one on the other layer. So I'm just going to throw a little bit of grayscale, just to give us a little bit more depth. Maybe even to highlight some of the things that could be, you know, to give it a little bit more depth. Okay, let's get that other hand in. Let's see, and then I'll just give a little bit of tone to her hand here, because why not? Let's see, I'm going to use the light, and we'll still keep the soft skin. This brush itself is kind of light anyway. We'll bring it up a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to add a little bit of tone in some of these places. Okay. Let's get back onto that layer. But I'm debating whether or not I want to make sure everything's back up. Let's see, make that 8. Now, if you guys want to get creative, you can like add blood and stuff like that on there, and things dripping. Yeah, this ain't no kiddie channel. I have to look at the fingers again. I should be consistent with her nails. She can afford it. Alright. Well, I created a brush just to do that. I don't know where I put it. Oh, damn. I forgot where I put that brush. I think I put it under textures. Could be wrong. There it is. I need to name you. Double line. About this brush. It's called made by Kim the Crazy, and double line. Double line. When you're Ebonics, Dunbar line. Correct my purposefully. Double line. There you go. How do you spell line? L-A-I-N-E? Oh shoot, let me stop playing. Okay, anyway, it's almost time for me to get going on my double line. There we go. We'll leave that one alone. Okay, so let's turn the ones and zeros back on for a spell. There we go. And I should put people on the bottom of these, but don't have time today. So we don't need that layer anymore. Okay, so you guys, and I should make this more look like a, make it look more like a web. Oh, she's on the World Wide Web. She's about to cut it. She's about to cut a bunch. Let's see. I need to put that mask on here. In a second, I'm going to go ahead and do a time-lapse replay for those of you who are just joining. That way, you don't have to sit through my poor Ebonics, my bad English accent, and let's see, get that erased a little bit better. Oh, yeah, this should be, yeah, this is just a mask, so if I need to move it, I can. Just to hide the ones and zeros. But it, definitely, I wouldn't mind putting her little minions on here. That would be kind of cool. And there's one of them, I think he was the boyfriend of one of the guys, one of the students. I keep saying her minions, but they're her students. And the stuff you do to these students, oh my god, girl. Teacher's dream, I guess. I don't think she's ever slept with any of them. Good girl. Good on ya. Oops. Long layer. Okay. Yeah, I should definitely be hard up if she did that. Yeah, so I might put a student or two dangling from these strings here. We'll see. So I don't have time for much else, so I'm going to go ahead and do the replay. And I'll talk you through, even though you might have, just come in at the last minute. This is Annalise Keating from How to Get Away with Murder. And I saw a picture of her with Kerry Washington, and they had a crossover. So I was thinking, it would be nice to have both of them in a picture. But today I decided I was going to go ahead and do a picture of Annalise by herself. And decided to use a few of my brushes. I forgot to put my scales back in. We'll do that probably tomorrow. We'll put them in tomorrow's video. So I was debating on how to make her look intimidating as well as soft. She is very hard and very, very strong black woman in this show. I adore her. What is it, like bitch goals, I guess that you can call it. But yeah, I love her character. So I need to bring her into the future. So what I'm thinking about doing is giving her a more futuristic looking outfit, or even just throwing more than just ones and zeros behind her. But I am just like falling in love with this picture. I've done another one of her where she's got her hands crossed many moons ago. I did it as a Crayola picture, and it turned out pretty good. I had it on my wall before I moved. I don't know where it is now. The tragedy of moving. Every time I move, I lose a shit ton of stuff. And I don't know. Maybe I just don't do moving well. That's why I'm an artist. I don't move very much. But I gotta get ready for work, so this is the last bit of this. It's Annalise Keating, and I was thinking of her as like the Fates, where you have one that weaves the web or string, the other one that pulls the string and measures it, and then there's someone else that cuts it off, and that has to do with the lifespan. You know, a human is born, they live their life, and then, you know, death comes along and cuts your shit off. So that's where we are with this, and I have her being all three, because that's how she seems in her show. I want to make the ones and zeros behind her look more web-like, and it's this picture right here that had me thinking that these ladies are like spiders. They really just weave their own webs, and it's usually tangled as fuck. Sorry about the cussing, but you know, there's no other way of describing the twists and turns in the show. So here's the character I was using as a source image, and then tomorrow I think I'll throw a couple of her minions on here, and maybe get on to Kerry Washington's picture. I wanted to draw both of them together, but I want to see the episode first before I do that. Alright, you guys, have a great one, and thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in the next video, and if you like what you see, like and subscribe, and if you have any ideas for an idea for the month of this February, I am drawing black people for like Black History Month. Oh my god, my screen stopped. Okay, that's special. I wonder how long it's been like that. Let me see if I can get it started up again. Well, that sucks. This is me not looking up enough. Let me shut my thingy down here. Let's see if I can get it to come back up. I apologize for this. This has happened to me before. I don't know if it's just the internet or... There we go. Here we go. I'll bring it back over. Bam. So this is the image that it made me think of like Black Widows, and I want to do like an alternating between the two. So like this one would be Black Widow with a red on her chest, and this one would be a red widow with black on, you know, a black hourglass. But that was the image that inspired me, and just in case the time lapse didn't go through, I apologize. One more for the Gipper. Without anybody in the chat to tell me that nothing's happening, like now, there we go. I don't know. So this is my one particular image, and I was just about to shut off before I realized that it wasn't moving, it wasn't going anywhere, and for that I apologize. That is just bad internet. Naughty, can't speak the internet. Hey, Color Candace, what's up? I'm just about to sign off. Yeah, I'm acting like I got no place to go, nothing to do. Gotta hurry up and hop on out for my job. But basically, yeah, it's How to Get Away with Murder, and I wanted to draw her as like the Fates, where she's got, you know, she's measured out your life. She's got it dangling on a string on her finger, and with one little flick, you know, it's over. It's over for you. And it's almost like this is me developing my brush and whatnot. So, and developing the web. And my web at the back here is just a little too thick. So I need to fix it there. Now, instead of using regular hard brushes, I decided to use my my softer hair brushes to create the eyebrows and the hair itself. So it's a lot softer looking, and what it does is it ends up softening up Annalise just a bit. But if you're a fan, if you're a real hardcore fan of Annalise on How to Get Away with Murder, you'll find a way to make her bring out her inner bitch there, her no nonsense look. But yeah, this is my girl. Got her Princess Diana wig on. Yeah, so I gave it a little bit of grayscale, a little bit. Kind of like I was showing my my comics, how I like to do the grayscale on those. And yeah, definitely want to bring something like that out. Alright, so to make her a little bit more futuristic, we'll see if we can maybe light up these strings. But yeah, she's definitely, she's every woman. She's the Fates. Alright, you guys, I will see you in the next video. And this, if you want to color it now, you're more than welcome. I'll go ahead and upload it, but it's only going to be temporary, as far as there'll be more things added to this. So I think, famous last words, right? So I'm going to put a JPEG image up, and I'll just put it like right there, our symbol, and it'll be available for you guys to color. It's still in the rough stages, but I'll be adding a little bit more to it, and maybe I'm trying to figure out what I want to do to it. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. You can always hit me up in the comments, and I'll read my comments and I'll be able to respond. And if you do hit me up in the comments, I'll bring it up in the next video, which is going to be the continuation of this one. It's almost done. And then after that, I'll do Kerry Washington, and who knows what I'll do after that. So strong women. You guys have a great one, and stay strong today. Don't take nobody's bullshit. You're entitled today not to have to take anybody's crap today. I give you permission, and not that you need it, because you're a strong, badass woman or man, you know, whoever's watching. You guys have permission not to take anybody's crap today. Live long in color. Take care, you guys. Bye bye.